Hashtag the science of high performance. What elite performers do differently. Hook. What if I told you that the single biggest thing separating high performers from everyone else isn't talent, isn't intelligence, and it's not even hard work? It's something most people completely ignore. And once you understand it, you'll never approach your day the same way again. Why this matters? Here's the truth. Most of us are working harder than ever and getting less done. We're busy, but we're not productive. We're moving, but we're not progressing. And we wonder why we feel stuck. Stephen Bartlett, the host of The Diary of a CEO, one of the most successful podcasts in the world, has spent years sitting across from the best performers on the planet. Scientists, athletes, billionaires, world record holders. And what he found wasn't what most people expected. High performance isn't about grinding 18 hours a day. It's not about hustle culture or waking up at 4 a.m. It's about understanding how your brain and body actually work, and then building a life around that reality instead of fighting against it. This matters because your potential is not the problem. Your system is. And today, we're going to fix that system. The science. Let's get into the research. Because this isn't just theory. There's real science behind what separates elite performers from everyone else. Study number 1. The power of ultradian rhythms. Your brain doesn't work in a straight line throughout the day. Scientists have discovered something called ultradian rhythms. These are 90 to 120-minute cycles that your brain naturally moves through, alternating between high focus and low focus states. A researcher named Peretz Levy studied these cycles in the 1980s and found that there are specific windows throughout your day where your brain is primed for deep, concentrated work. And there are other windows where your brain is basically begging you to rest. Here's the problem. Most people ignore these signals completely. They push through the low periods with caffeine and willpower. And what happens? Their output crashes, their quality drops, and they burn out faster. Elite performers do the opposite. They identify their peak windows, protect them fiercely, and they actually rest during the low periods. Not scroll through Instagram. Actually rest. And their output over the course of a day is dramatically higher as a result. Study number 2. The role of recovery. A landmark study by Anders Ericsson, the researcher who developed the concept of deliberate practice, looked at elite violinists at a top music academy in Berlin. He wanted to know what separated the best from the rest. Here's what he found. The best performers didn't just practice more. They practiced better and they recovered better. The top-tier violinists slept an average of 8.6 hours per night. They napped during the day. They treated recovery as seriously as they treated practice. The average performers? They slept less, recovered less, and over time their performance plateaued. They hit a ceiling they couldn't break through. Ericsson's conclusion was clear. Deep work without deep recovery doesn't create high performance. It creates burnout. Recovery isn't a reward for hard work. It's a requirement for it. Study number 3, the identity effect. The third piece of science is about identity. And this one might be the most powerful of all. Psychologist Dr. Benjamin Hardy, who has appeared on The Diary of a CEO, has done extensive research on how the stories we tell about ourselves directly shape our behavior and our results. Here's the key insight. Your brain is constantly trying to act in alignment with how you see yourself. If you see yourself as someone who struggles with discipline, your brain will find ways to confirm that. If you see yourself as someone who performs at a high level, your brain starts filtering decisions through that lens. Hardy's research shows that high performers don't just set goals. They build identities. They don't say, I want to exercise more. They say, I am someone who prioritizes their physical health. That small shift in language creates a completely different level of commitment and follow-through. The science backs this up. Identity-based behavior change is significantly more durable than goal-based behavior change. Because goals have an endpoint. Identity doesn't. The protocol. Okay, so now you know the science. Let's talk about what you actually do with it. Here is a clear, simple protocol you can start today. Step 1. Map your energy, not just your time. For the next 3 days, I want you to track your energy levels every 2 hours. On a simple scale of 1 to 10. When are you sharp and focused? When do you feel foggy and slow? Most people already have a sense of this, but they've never made it explicit. Once you see the pattern, you'll notice your peak windows. For most people, it's within the first 2 to 4 hours of waking up. That window is sacred. That is when your most important, most cognitively demanding work gets done. No meetings, No emails. No social media. Just deep work. Step 2. Build recovery into your schedule like a meeting. After each 90-minute work block, you take a real break. Not a scroll break. A genuine recovery break. 10 to 20 minutes. Walk outside. Lie down. Breathe. Let your brain reset. This feels counterintuitive. It feels like you're losing time. But you're not. You're compounding your output. Because the next work block will be sharper, faster, and more creative than if you had just pushed straight through. Step 3. Redesign your identity statement. Write down one sentence that describes who you are as a performer. Not who you want to be, who you are. Present tense. Something like, I am someone who does their most important work before anything else gets in the way. Or, I am someone who protects their recovery as seriously as their work. Read it every morning. This isn't affirmation fluff. This is identity programming. You're giving your brain a filter to run every decision through. Step 4. Create a non-negotiable morning anchor. High performers almost universally have one thing in common. They have a morning anchor, a non-negotiable activity that signals to their brain that today is a performance day. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be 10 minutes of journaling, a cold shower, a 10-minute walk, a specific playlist you only play when you're about to do deep work. The point is consistency. When you do the same thing every morning, your brain starts to associate that action with focus and high output. It becomes a trigger, a switch you can flip. Step 5. End your day with a shutdown ritual. This one is stolen directly from productivity researcher Cal Newport, who has also appeared in conversations with Stephen Bartlett. At the end of your workday, you do a complete shutdown ritual. You review your task list. You make a plan for tomorrow, and then you say out loud or write down, "Shutdown complete." This tells your brain that work is over. It stops the background processing. It reduces anxiety, and it dramatically improves your sleep quality, which loops back to recovery, which loops back to performance. It's a cycle, and you want to be in the right cycle. Common mistakes. Now let's talk about the mistakes. Because most people will hear this, get excited, and then fall into one of these traps. Mistake number 1. Trying to change everything at once. Pick one thing from this protocol. Just one. Start there. High performers don't overhaul their entire life in a day. They stack small wins. Momentum is built, not forced. Mistake number 2. Confusing busyness with performance. Being busy all day is not high performance. Replying to every message immediately, sitting in back-to-back meetings, always being available. That is reactive living. High performers are proactive. They control their attention, not just their time. Mistake number 3. Skipping recovery and calling it discipline. This is a big one. A lot of people think that pushing through fatigue is a sign of strength. It's not. It's a sign of poor strategy. Elite athletes don't train through injury. Elite performers don't push through mental exhaustion. They recover, and they come back stronger. Mistake number 4. Waiting for motivation. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Don't wait to feel like doing the work. Do the work, and the feeling will follow. Your morning anchor is the tool that gets you started before motivation shows up. Because sometimes motivation is late, but your anchor is always on time. Closing. Here's what I want you to take away from this. High performance is not a personality trait. It's not something you're born with. It's a system, and systems can be learned, built, and refined by anyone. Your brain has natural rhythms. Work with them. Your body requires recovery. Respect it. Your identity shapes your behavior. Design it intentionally. You don't need more willpower. You need a better protocol. Stephen Bartlett has said it himself. The most successful people he's ever interviewed weren't the most talented or the most gifted. They were the most intentional. They understood themselves deeply, and they built their lives around that understanding. That's the game, and now you know how to play it. Comment protocol below if you're going to try this today. I read every single comment. And if you want more science-backed strategies like this, subscribe and hit the bell. Because this is just the beginning. Remember, small consistent actions compound over time. Comment protocol if you're going to try this today. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.